Economy 1. Coffee production in India. News. India has emerged as the world's seventh largest coffee producer, with exports reaching $1.29 billion in FY 2023-24, almost double the $719.42 million recorded in 2020-21. About coffee production in India. Historical origin. India's coffee cultivation dates back to 1600 AD when Baba Budan, a saint, planted 7 mocha coffee seeds in Karnataka's Baba Budangiri Hills. However, commercial coffee plantations began in the 18th century due to British efforts. India, 8th largest coffee producer globally. In 2022-23, ranked as the Brazil leads coffee production, contributing 40% of the world's supply. Major varieties. India mainly grows 2 types of coffee, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica is valued for its mild, aromatic flavor and fetches a higher price than that of Robusta. Robusta, with its strong flavor, is commonly used in coffee blends. It makes up 72% of India's coffee production, making India the world's 5th largest Robusta producer. The leading producer of coffee in India is Karnataka, followed by Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Climate required for coffee production. It requires a temperature ranging between 15 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. Ideal annual rainfall between 150 to 250 centimeters, a warm wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Coffee requires and hill slopes are more suitable for the growth of this crop. About Coffee Board of India. It is a statutory board established under the Coffee Act, 1942. Its aim is to promote sale and consumption of coffee in India and abroad. It functions under the administrative control of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The board is headquartered in Bangalore. 2. Ramesh Chand Panel. News. The government recently formed an 18-member panel, led by Niti Aayog's Ramesh Chand, to revise the Wholesale Price Index, WPI, base year and plan a shift to the Producer Price Index, PPI. About Ramesh Chand Panel. The panel was set up to update the base year of the Wholesale Price Index, WPI, from 2011 to 12 to 2022 to 23. Its key responsibilities include proposing a revised commodity basket for both the WPI and Producer Price Index, PPI, based on the 2022 to 23 base year, reviewing the existing price collection system and suggesting enhancements, determining the computational methodology for the WPI and PPI. The panel comprises economists from the government, rating agencies, asset management firms, banks, and representatives from the government and the Reserve Bank of India. About Wholesale Price Index, WPI, released by the Office of Economic Advisor, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, DPIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. WPI measures changes in the prices of goods sold and traded in bulk at the wholesale level. It doesn't reflect inflation for the common public, as they purchase products at retail, not wholesale prices. WPI excludes the service sector, which covers about 55% of GDP. Base year, currently 2011 to 12, being revised to 2022 to 23. Number of items, covers 697 items, including 117 primary goods, 16 fuel and power items, and 564 manufactured products. About Producer Price Index, PPI. PPI measures wholesale prices from the point of view of producers of goods and services by tracking prices at different stages of production. PPI differs from WPI as it tracks the average change in prices received by producers and excludes indirect taxes. It focuses on inflation from the perspective of industries and businesses, measuring price changes at production stages before final goods and services reach consumers. Unlike WPI, which only includes goods, PPI also covers services. 3. National Manufacturing Mission. News. Union Minister for Finance announced the National Manufacturing Mission while presenting the Union Budget 2025-26 in Parliament. About National Manufacturing Mission. It covers small, medium, and large industries for furthering Make in India. Under this mission, government will provide policy assistance, implementation roadmaps, governance, and monitoring structures for central ministries and states. It aims to enhance domestic value addition and build a robust ecosystem for solar PV cells, electric vehicle, EV, batteries, motors and controllers, electrolysis, wind turbines, high-voltage transmission equipment, and grid-scale batteries. The mission will also support clean tech manufacturing. 4. National Critical Mineral Mission and SEAM. News. The Union Cabinet has approved the launch of the National Critical Mineral Mission and SEAM. About National Critical Mineral Mission and SEAM. Genesis, announced in the 2024-25 budget to establish a dedicated critical mineral mission. Objective, to secure India's critical mineral supply chain by ensuring their availability from both domestic and international sources. Scope, it covers all stages of the value chain, including exploration, mining, beneficiation, processing, and recovery from end-of-life products. Key features. Provides financial incentives for critical mineral exploration and recovery from overburden and tailings. Aims to fast-track regulatory approvals for critical mineral mining. Projects. Encourages Indian PSUs and private companies to acquire critical mineral assets abroad and strengthen trade with resource-rich nations. Plans to develop a domestic stockpile of critical minerals. Proposes the establishment of mineral processing parks. Supports offshore mining, including the extraction of polymetallic nodules containing minerals like cobalt and rare earth elements, REs. Governance framework. The Empowered Committee on Critical Minerals will oversee activities. The Ministry of Mines will serve as the administrative body. 5. Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. News. Finance Minister recently announced the Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, or the Developing Agri-Districts Program, in her Record 8's Union Budget presentation. About Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana is a new initiative aimed at supporting farmers in 100 districts facing challenges in agriculture. These areas have low crop yields and farmers often struggle to access financial assistance. The scheme, in collaboration with the state government, aims to cover 100 districts in the country and around 1.7 crore farmers will benefit from it. It aims to reduce distressed rural to urban migration. Loans above 50 Indian rupees crore, longer repayment and moratorium periods may be considered. Revised to help MSMEs scale operations. 6. Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme for MIMES. News. The Union government recently approved the introduction of a new credit guarantee scheme for the micro, small and medium enterprises (MSMEs) that was announced in the FY25 budget. About Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme for MSMEs. Guarantee coverage provides 60% guarantee coverage through the National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company Limited, NCGTC, a wholly owned entity under the Department of Financial Services. This coverage applies to loans sanctioned under the MCGS MSME scheme for member lending institutions, MLIs. MLIs, financial institutions such as commercial banks and NBFCs registered with NCGTC under the scheme. Eligible borrowers. MSMEs with a valid UDYAM registration should not be classified as a non-performing asset, NPA, by any lender. At least 75% of the project cost must be for equipment or machinery. Scheme duration, available for 4 years or until 7 Indian rupees lakh crore in guarantees are issued, whichever comes first. Repayment terms, loans up to 50 Indian rupees crore, repayment period of up to 8 years, with a moratorium of up to 2 years on principal installments. Loans above 50 Indian rupees crore, longer repayment and moratorium periods may be considered. Revised to help MSMEs scale operations and access better resources. Classification. The investment and turnover limits for classification have criteria been increased by 2 to 5 times and 2 times, respectively. Rs. In crore investment turnover current, Reverend micro enterprise 1 2.55 10 small enterprise 10 25 50 100 medium enterprise 50 billion 125 million 250,000 507. Makhana Board. News. The Union Budget 2025 announced the establishment of a Makhana Board in Bihar, bringing renewed attention to Makhana. About Makhana. Makhana foxnut is the dried seed of the prickly water lily plant, Euryale ferox. It is a plant of tropical and subtropical climate. It grows in freshwater ponds, lakes, and wetlands across South and East Asia. It is also referred to as the black diamond, due to its dark outer layer. Media Makhana received a Geographical Indication (GI) tag in 2022. Production. Bihar produces 90% of India's Makhana, mainly in 9 districts: Darbhanga, Madhubni, Purnia, Katihar, Saharsa, Supal, Araria, Krishnaganj, and Sitamarhi. Makhana is also grown in Assam, Manipur, West Bengal, Tripura, Odisha, as well as in Nepal, Bangladesh, China, Japan, and Korea. Climatic condition for Makhana cultivation. Temperature, 20 to 35 degrees Celsius. Rainfall, 100 to 250 centimeters and humidity, 50 to 90% about Makhana Board. The board has been allocated 100 Indian rupees crore to develop the Makhana industry. The key objectives of the Makhana Board are: train farmers in export-oriented production and support farmer-producer organizations, FPOs. Attract investments in food processing units, develop export infrastructure, cargo facilities at Bihar's airports. Ensure farmers get access to government schemes increasing production and processing, improve farming techniques to increase production. 8. National Turmeric Board News. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry has established the National Turmeric Board of India at Nizamabad, Telangana. About National Turmeric Board. The National Turmeric Board has been set up to focus on the overall development and growth of the turmeric sector in the country. Nature. It is not a statutory body. Nodal Ministry, Ministry of Commerce and Industry functions, focusing on the welfare of the turmeric farmers spread across 20 states, including Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, and others, promoting research and development of new turmeric products, and investigating the value addition of turmeric-related products for marketing abroad, creating awareness on the essential and medical properties of turmeric, ensuring quality and safety standards of turmeric production and exports, facilitating coordination with other government departments / agencies in matters pertaining to the turmeric sector, making efforts for increasing trade of turmeric and its products, especially given the health and wellness benefits of turmeric. About turmeric sector in India. Turmeric is also known as the golden spice. India is the largest producer, consumer, and exporter of turmeric in the world. During 2023 to 24, India was responsible for over 70% of global turmeric production. There are 30 varieties of turmeric produced in India. Note, the largest producing states of turmeric are Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. 9. Mission for Cotton Productivity. News. The Mission for Cotton Productivity was announced in the Budget 2025 to 26 to enhance cotton farming in India. About the mission. 5-year Mission Cotton Productivity, and it is aimed at improving sustainability while promoting extra long staple, YLS, cotton varieties. Ministry. Implemented by the Ministry of Textiles. It will provide scientific and technological support to cotton farmers, Alignment with government vision. It supports the 5F vision for the textile sector, ensuring better farmer incomes and a steady supply of high-quality cotton to revitalize India's textile industry. Key benefits. Reduces import dependence on cotton. Enhances global competitiveness of 80% India's textile sector, where production comes from MSMEs. Staple cotton fiber classification. A staple individual refers to a cotton fiber, categorized based on its length. Very short staple cotton, less than or equal to 21 millimeters short staple cotton, 22 millimeters to 24 millimeters. Medium staple cotton, 26 millimeters to 27 millimeters long staple cotton, 29 millimeters to 33 millimeters. Extra long staple, ELS, cotton. It is a premium type of cotton known for its extra long fiber length, 30 millimeters or more, making it softer, stronger, and more durable than regular cotton. 10% of India's cotton growing area, 4% it covers, and contributing of global production. Major ELS producing states: Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and others 10. World Spice Organization, WSO. News. The chairman of the World Spice Organization, WSO, recently stated that India holds a meager 0.7% share in the global seasoning market, valued at $14 billion in 2024, compared to China's 12% and the USA's 11%. About World Spice Organization not-for-profit organization Kochi, Kerala. It is established in 2011 in the spice capital of India. It is registered under the Travancore Cochin Literary, Scientific and Charitable Societies Act, 1956. Objective: facilitating the spice industry in dealing with issues of food safety and sustainability. WSO seeks to achieve its objectives by involving all its stakeholders: the general public, the industry, academia, and the end users. WSO undertakes social responsibility projects beneficial for the industry. WSO is involved in initiatives promoting sustainability and biodiversity in collaboration with prominent national and international organizations like Spices Board India, Indian Institute of Spice Research, ISR, Rainforest Alliance, GIZ, Germany, and IDH, the Sustainable Trade Initiative, Netherlands. WSO also interacts with global spice associations like the American Spice Trade Association, USDA, European Spice Association, ESA, International Pepper Community, IPC, etc. to resolve issues facing the spice industry. WSO takes part in the various national and international standard-setting processes pertaining to spices, such as FSSAI, BS, ISO, and Codex, in order to ensure that the interests of the industry are considered while setting the standards. It is the technical partner of the All India Spices Exporters Forum, ISEF. 11. Bond Central News. Markets regulator SEBI recently launched a centralized database portal for corporate bonds, Bond Central. About Bond Central. It is a centralized database portal for corporate bonds in India. It was launched by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, in a bid to create a single, authentic source of information on such securities. It has been developed by the Online Bond Platform Providers Association, OBPP Association, in collaboration with market infrastructure institutions, MIIs, comprising stock exchanges and depositories. It is intended as an information repository for the public at large and is accessible free of cost. This database is expected to enhance transparency and facilitate informed decision-making amongst investors and other market participants. It will be operated by the OBPP Association, which is a not-for-profit entity with support from MIIs. 12. New Income Tax Bill, 2025. News. The Income Tax Bill, 2025 aims to overhaul India's six-decade-old direct tax structure. The bill seeks to simplify the Income Tax Act, 1961, by removing redundant provisions, streamlining language, and introducing a more user-friendly framework. New additions in the Income Tax Bill, 2025. Simplified structure. The bill is 622 pages long, 24% shorter than the 1961 Act. It contains 23 chapters, 536 sections, and 16 schedules, with 57 illustrative tables compared to 18 in the 1961 Act. Redundant provisions, including 1,200 provisos and 900 explanations, have been removed. Introduction of tax year. The bill replaces the concept of previous year and assessment year with a single tax year, defined as the 12-month period from April 1st to March 31st. For new businesses or professions, the tax year begins from the date of establishment and ends with the financial year. Streamlined deductions and exemptions. Deductions for rent paid, life and health insurance premiums, provident fund contributions, and home loans are specified. Outdated exemptions, such as Section 54E, capital gains exemptions for assets transferred before April 1992, have been removed. Inclusion of virtual digital assets. Cryptocurrencies and other virtual digital assets are now classified as property and treated as capital assets. Enhanced Dispute Resolution Mechanism. The Dispute Resolution Panel, DRP, provisions now include clear points of determination, decisions, and reasons, reducing ambiguity. Digital monitoring and compliance. The bill empowers the CBDT to implement digital tax monitoring systems without frequent legislative changes. Virtual digital space is defined to include social media accounts, email servers, cloud storage, and online banking platforms, enabling tax authorities to access information during surveys and searches. 13. Urban Challenge Fund, UCF. News. The budget for 2025 to 26 introduced the Urban Challenge Fund, UCF, to promote innovative approaches towards sustainable urbanization and city redevelopment. About UCF. The Urban Challenge Fund, UCF, with an allocation of 1 Indian rupee lakh crore, aims to encourage states to develop innovative solutions for achieving sustainable urbanization and redevelopment goals in existing cities. The fund will support proposals under 3 key themes: cities as growth hubs, creative redevelopment of cities, and water and sanitation. Financing mechanism. The UCF will finance up to 25% of the cost of bankable projects, with the condition that at least 50% of the cost is sourced from bonds, bank loans, and public-private partnerships, PPPs. An initial allocation of 10,000 Indian rupees crore has been proposed for 2025 to 26. To the Point Report/Index in News Fiscal Health Index, FHI, 2025. Context: NITI Aayog recently launched the Fiscal Health Index 2025 in New Delhi. The report ranked 18 major states for the year 2022 to 23. About Fiscal Health Index, FHI, annual publication. The Fiscal Health Index report will be released every year. IT will assess the fiscal health of Indian states. Criteria for ranking. The report ranks states based on a composite fiscal index, which includes 5 key sub-indices: quality of expenditure, revenue generation, fiscal discipline, debt levels. Debt sustainability best performers. Odisha ranks first in fiscal health among 18 major states with a score of 67.8, followed by Chhattisgarh, 55.2, and Goa, 53.6. Worst performers. Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Kerala were the worst performing states and listed under aspirational category, digital payments. Context: RBI Digital Payments Index, DPI, rose to index, DPI. 465.33 as of September 2024, compared to 445.5 in March 2024, reflecting the rapid adoption of digital payments in the country. About DPI, it has been constructed by the RBI to measure the extent of digitization of payments across the country. It is a first-of-its-kind index to measure the spread of digital payments across the country. It was first launched in January 2021. The DPI index indicates the extent of digitization of payments across the country. It has been constructed with March 2018 as the base period, i.e., the DPI score for March 2018 is set at 100. The DPI index comprises of 5 broad parameters. Payment enablers, 25%. Demand-side payment infrastructure factors, 10%. Supply-side payment infrastructure factors, 10%. Payment performance, 45%. Consumer centricity, 5%. Terms/initiatives in news. Information ratio, IR. It is a metric that evaluates how a portfolio or financial asset performs relative to a benchmark, considering the volatility of its returns. This benchmark is typically a market index like Nifty 50 or an industry-specific index. IR indicates how effectively a portfolio or asset aligns with and outperforms its benchmark. Calculation formula: IR equals portfolio rate of returns, benchmark rate of returns, / tracking error uses, primarily used by fund managers to assess investment performance. Deposit insurance. Context: the government is considering raising the bank deposit insurance cover beyond the current limit of 5 Indian rupees lakh. About deposit insurance purpose. Provides protection to depositors, especially small depositors, against the risk of losing their savings due to bank failures. Coverage details. Insurance limit. Covers deposits up to 5 Indian rupees lakh per depositor, including all accounts held across different branches of the same bank. Multiple banks. If a depositor has accounts in more than one bank, the 5 Indian rupees lakh limit applies separately to each bank. Banks covered. Includes all commercial banks, foreign bank branches in India, local area banks, regional rural banks, and cooperative banks. Compulsory coverage. No bank can opt out of the scheme. Exceptions: land development banks, NBFCs, non-banking financial companies, etc. Deposits covered. Insured deposits, savings, fixed, current, and recurring deposits. Exceptions: no coverage for deposits by foreign, central, or state governments, or interbank deposits. BankNet Portal. Context: the government launched the upgraded BankNet Portal. About BankNet Portal: it is an advanced e-auction portal designed for public sector banks, PSBs, and financial institutions to auction properties for recovering non-performing asset NPA loans. Nodal Ministry. Launched under the Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services. Key features: automated KYC and secure payments, integrated KYC verification and secure payment gateways for safe transactions. Nationwide property listings, a centralized database for easy property search and sale across India. Smart auctions and fair pricing facilitates intelligent auction mechanisms, ensuring fair pricing and maximum value for all listed properties. Grameen Credit Score. Context: recently, the Finance Minister of India announced Grameen Credit Score scheme in Union Budget 2025 to 26. About Grameen Credit Score: it aims to formalize self-help group (SHG) transactions within the central credit system of India, thereby allowing leading financial institutions to better assess their creditworthiness. Objective behind this scheme is to promote financial inclusion for self-help group (SHGs), women entrepreneurs. This score represents a significant shift in analyzing the creditworthiness of millions of women involved in the SHGs across India's rural areas. Project. Context: Meta has introduced a subsea internet cable Waterworth initiative called Project Waterworth. About Project Waterworth aim. The project aims to enhance global internet connectivity using AI and machine learning. Focus. It will focus on better cable deployment and maintenance for a more reliable internet. It will be the world's longest and highest capacity subsea cable. AI and machine learning will help predict and prevent disruptions. The cable will cover 50,000 kilometers across 5 continents. Project Vistar. Context: the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT. Madras and Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare are collaborating on Project Vistar, virtually integrated system to access agricultural resources. About Project Vistar. Vistar is an AI-augmented network of networks, enabling each state to develop its own agri-advisory network. It serves as a comprehensive platform, integrating decentralized databases to ensure seamless access to crucial agricultural resources. Objective: to enhance decision-making and optimize resource utilization in the agricultural sector. Significance: expands access to high-quality advisory services related to crop production, marketing, value addition, and supply chain management. Entity Locker. Context: the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MITY, has launched Entity Locker, a digital public infrastructure for streamlined business document management. About Entity Locker, a secure, cloud-based solution designed to streamline document storage, sharing, and verification for large organizations, corporations, and micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. A key component of India's digital public infrastructure. Key features: real-time access and verification through seamless integration with government databases. Consent-based secure sharing of sensitive information. Aadhaar-authenticated role-based access to ensure accountability. 10 gigabytes encrypted cloud storage with legally valid digital signatures for document authentication.